Hello, Aries, and welcome to your love, lust, or loss reading. This is for Aries. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. Love, lust, or loss for Aries. Love, lust, or loss. Let's see. We have masquerade. I have secrets. You will believe my lies. I hide behind the perfect disguise. So you got to be careful here. I feel like a lot of you have seen like the mask slip already, if not completely fall all the way off. So let's see what's going to happen here. A few cards for you. A few cards for them, and then the outcome. If this resonates with you, Aries, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. If this does not resonate with you at all, Aries, please do check your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign, as this will not resonate with every Aries out there. Cross watchers, please keep in mind some of the energies can be vice versa, interchangeable, so however it resonates with you. Love, lust, or loss for Aries. Love, lust, or loss for Aries. Okay. So they're very hesitant. They didn't understand like how strong you were. It happened, like they wanted to fast track this. There was a lot of love bombing going on. This is, to me, you were dealing with a narcissist, okay? Full blown, really. Some, may have had some narcissistic tendencies, but it was so quickly. They were, saying things like, they love bombed you. They were saying things like, and this was, very early on in the situation, I'm falling in love with you, and all of proclaiming all of these things, and yet they didn't really know you. They saw you as they saw you as a good person. They saw you as like a target. I can get this person to fall in love with me. And they are going to try to do it again. It's a cycle. They're trauma bonding you. Okay, so be careful of that. Before we get in too deep into the situation, for those of you that are interested, I have opened up a significant amount of private readings, some more time slots in the month of May. I may do it again in June, depending. And trying to accommodate, the wait was getting a little long. But if you're interested in a private reading, you can visit secrettarot.com for more info. And I'll leave the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. Okay. So this person is they're currently trying to strategize. Okay. I feel like they're talking to other people. How can I fix this with Aries? They're trying to get advice. Maybe they're talking to like people that they work with. How can I make this person love me again, because they've pulled different things and nothing is getting you to like you just don't feel good about this situation. You wanted this situation, like you wanted it to work out, but this person needs a lot of help. So I feel like they're talking to other people. It could be, you know, maybe it's people that they work with about you, trying to get advice. That's what I want to say. But, you know, it could be family, it could be friends or whatever. But they're trying to get advice about how to handle this situation with you because they don't know how. They're a very immature energy. It's like they got stunted. Three of Pentacles here. So unfortunately, and Pisces kind of got this too, they don't want you going anywhere. They want you all to themselves. They're very, and you've put up, you know, you're guarded, right? You've pulled back your energy. We got the Four of Pentacles here. So you're being really greedy with your attention to this person. Like there's no talking. There's no response. They can't get any kind of reaction out of you. And I feel like they've tried to get, you know, they've tried everything. Like they've tried to get whatever. If it's bad, if it's good, like they'll say the craziest shit. Even if it's bad attention, it's still attention to feed the situation. You know, they've tried being sweet, they've tried being mean, they've tried this, they've tried that. Nothing is working. But they feel this possessiveness over you and they want to hold on to this. They want to hold on to, they don't want anyone else to have you. So in their mind, you know, it's like, unfortunately, you are more of an object and not a real person. Like when they're mean and they say the most horrible shit, they don't think that it affects you, and it does. And it makes you not want to be around them. So I feel like this person has tried to like move on, like break free of the situation, but it's like they have other sources of energy that they feed on, and it's not working out the way that they thought it was going to work out. Like they were, you know, they had you as a source of validation, emotion, energy, and it's not there. So they were seeking other sources of energy, and they treated you like you would just tolerate whatever they were going to dish out, right? But anytime you try to like express yourself and open up, your feelings didn't really matter. So what's going to happen here is you get different versions of this person depending on the mood that they are in. The next version is emotional. Okay. And they're going to do this to get you back in an emotional space with them, to get you to love them again. So they're going to try the charm, the emotion, the tears, whatever. But I'm seeing different versions of this person. Be dealing with a water sign or somebody with water in their chart. So them being a total a-hole didn't work. So now they're going to try more an emotional message, encounter, whatever. But first, They wanted you to like see them as someone cool, calm, and collected, solid. You could be dealing with an earth sign, but that mask slipped suddenly. You know, so they wanted you to see them like they've got it together. They're very serious about the situation with you. You are everything. They'll give you, you know, whatever kind of commitment you want. We'll do whatever. And like I said, they were saying all these things so quickly. I love you. Let's move in together. Let's, you know, maybe some of them say we should get married. And, but it quickly turned. Okay. So they wanted you to take them very seriously, and they were making offers in this state of mind where they were professing this longevity with you. But that quickly, just as quickly as that love bombing stage was happening, it started to fall apart. That mask started to slip. And you know, the ego was massive. So it's a roller coaster ride with this person. And I feel like this person, because you were like trying to express yourself and trying to make them understand some things. Like they overstepped a lot of lines with you, a lot of your boundaries, and they didn't get it. And so very quickly trying to make you like fall in love with them, but just as quick they became difficult, right? 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and maybe even a little harsh with their words, because they can be extraordinarily harsh with their words. So now it's like they're just laying in wait. Okay, very curious about you, probably keeping an eye on things one way or another. There's various methods of doing that. But they're also trying to like talk to other people, get advice. What do I do about this situation with Aries? You could be dealing with a fire sign, somebody with fire in their chart that's you all day. We got the Hangman, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. They want this, but only on their terms. It's like they really truly don't know how to be happy. You probably you could hear this person, like when the mask was slipping, start to complain about everyone, becoming possessive over you, wanting, you know, and it was extreme, acting very childish, like hanging up the phone or walking away or just being a child, like having a hissy fit. And it's because at some point in their life, they were emotionally traumatized and stunted, and they did not develop beyond that point. And very negative energy entered their body, right? So they just don't understand. They probably feel like the world's absolutely against them. Sometimes they operate in a very feminine way, whether they're male or female, very feminine, like wanting you to chase them, you know, and wanting you to come to them, and you're just not doing that because they didn't understand your power. But they do want to get back to a good space. So I feel like with that Ten of Cups there, I feel like they get, okay, if I want Aries to be in an emotional space with me and get back to having feelings for me, I'm going to have to pull on the charm, the tears, the whatever, and I'm going to have to be emotional to Aries. They were currently and were an absolute dick, saying the most horrible things. Be dealing with an air sign or somebody with air in their chart, but that didn't work because you remained silent. It's like you hope the best for this person, like you want them to get help because they need it. They need a lot of therapy, probably even rehab or whatever, but they need a lot of help. So you remained silent because I feel like, it was so cruel, some of the things that they were saying to you, and it bothered you, but what could you say to that? That's not going to work. Again, you could be dealing with a water sign, air sign. So they're going to try a more emotional approach if they can get to you and like be open and vulnerable. Be very careful with this because it's all a part of their disorder. They're messed up. All right. So, Aries, you're going to be moving on to bigger and better things because at this point you realize you deserve so much better, and it's like nothing that they do or say is really going to change anything for you. So it's going to be, I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon, but you're just done. And the best course of action is to not feed this person any of your energy, because that's what they want. Any type of attention. Any type of attention to get that ego validated. So remain silent and move on with your life because you got something so much better coming your way. All right, Aries, that's what's going on. I hope that resonates with some of you, most of you, all of you. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can visit secrettarot.com, and I'll leave the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. You can also visit all the socials. I'll leave those links in the description box as well. You guys have a beautiful day and a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care and God bless.